a couple of guests. This is, I got to tell you, I mean, I'd heard of the place, but specifically speaking, I am totally ignorant. We have from Woody's Home for Veterans, Ronald Key and Kirk Calhoun, but Ronald likes to be called Doc. First of all, why they call you Doc, I'm kind of afraid to ask.
It's easier to remember.
Okay.
Especially for a man of my experience.
Yeah.
You're not like a urologist or anything.
No, I'm a psychologist.
Thank God, I'm scared to death of those. Okay, so I would bet that as you do this great work for veterans, Woody's Home for Veterans on Jordan Street, that, am I right? Are there so many people in the Arklatex that just, Woody's Home for Vets, never heard of that? What do you guys do? What is it? Am I right?
Well, first of all, we're the best kept secret in the Arklatex. And that's by design. I'm sure you all do, and I do. Get my mailbox, my email, my phone blown up with solicitations. And we try to form relationships versus raise a bunch of money.
So what is it that you do, though?
We treat chronically mentally ill veterans. We're the what the VA calls last house on the block. They've been through inpatient, they've been through at home, and either they don't have families can't handle them, or unfortunately in some cases the family's taking all their money.
So it's PTSD stuff?
PTSD, schizophrenia, bipolar with psychosis. We're not, our guys aren't just depressed and sad.
What is the average age of the guys at your home?
My youngest is 42. My oldest is 73.
Really?
Yeah. Early on, we've been open. August was 15 years. We've had a couple, well, probably 4 or 5 World War II vets. We're starting to see a pickup in the Iraqi freedom and enduring freedom. Because
how many guys are there now at your place?
Right now, we have 9.
Okay.
House 1 is full, and we're waiting. We have 2 homes and waiting, for open up house 2 again.
Doc, I drive by this. There's a wooded area over here by the Walmart, and I was driving by there the other day. And we all know this wooded area. There's an encampment of homeless people, and I'm driving by there the other morning. It was raining, about 32 degrees, and I couldn't help but think of where do those folks go? And many of them we don't realize are veterans.
Exactly.
Who do they call? Where do they reach out if they need help?
Or do family members do that? What is your number one point of reference? How do they end up at your place?
Usually through the VA or through a referral, and we refer them to the social work at the VA, because they've got to go through certain criteria. Everything, well, we want to have obviously a physical, but then we try to get them benefits. Like it makes sense that a schizophrenic and paperwork do not agree. And the VA is a mountain of paperwork. So just to get the benefits, and so many times, and it's a good question, Robert, is their family is so either done with them or afraid of them.
Or just the end of their rope.
Yeah, to where they do. And I have met a handful of veterans, and just a handful, that where they are comfortable, Erin, is in that pine thicket. They belong, and it's their peers.
Kirk, what do you do at this joint?
Our relationship actually started out over a pool table that I was looking to get rid of at my house.
Could you call it something besides relationship?
Well, our friendship.
Okay. Thank you.
Our friendship started out over a pool table. I was looking to donate, and I just happened to come across, I said, I wonder if a veterans home would need this, to give them something, an outlet to do something. So I found Woody's on Facebook, talked to Doc, and we went from there. They came over. He and I hit it off. We talked for a long time. And it's just an organization that I feel very strongly about, that we need to really be helping more people, more homeless veterans.
You have the home now that you have 9 beds available. Can someone just walk up to the door if they're and prove they're a veteran and sleep tonight, or is there a process?
There's a process, because the key thing, Woody was my father, so it's named after him in his honor. The average length of stay statistically, because we haven't been open long enough, is 30 years. We've had 4 veterans die natural deaths there. because that was their home. So I may interview 4 veterans, and I'm just being honest, Erin, and take 3 because the other one's actively using or has a history of violence. But if your dad, uncle, brother, whoever's going to be there 30 years, especially the Vietnam vets, I mean, they were told to come back in civvies, call baby killers, everything, is I want them to feel like someone cares, someone respects them, and someone will honor them.
This is financially speaking, this has got to be quite the undertaking. How do you fund this? We're talking food, to some degree clothing, you got heat and air conditioning bills, you've got medical care that goes beyond the psychological or the psychiatric, you've got physical. This is, how the hell, man?
January 1st, I'm looking at $200,000 every year that I need. Some of the guys get what is called pass-through funding based on diagnoses, length of time served, if it's combat related or not. And then we got some that are pro bono. So the VA cannot even explain. They can tell you what the formula is. They can't explain to you how it works. But the main thing is, and we are faith-based, the main funding is the Kirks of the world. And people from $20 to we had a veteran-based bingo parlor called me in December and said, "You doc?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "Got something for you." I said, "Okay." He says, $10,000 check. He said, I want you to pick it up. I ain't made it to you because I want to see your face." So to me, it truly is a God deal, but that's why we don't do the mass mailings and stuff. I want to shake your hand, Robert. Invite you to come up and look. Invite you to look at my books if you want to. I mean, we're not wounded warriors.
You're not wearing a tuxedo, dude.
No.
I'm not really worried about that.
Yeah. So that's who we are.
So if folks want to help, explain to me, since you don't do fundraisers, since you don't.
Oh, we do. We have.
In fact, you have a really cool. You have a chili cook-off coming up, right?
And see, that's the thing is I went to First United Methodist Church Christian Leadership Conference yesterday. This is a biker group that's having a chili cook-off in March. So the people who help us are all kinds, all flavors, and
let's call them salt of the earth.
Yeah, but every other year we have a large, we used to call it skeet shooting. It's a proper way to say it. Sporting clay event.
Okay.
At Las Palomas.
Before I let you go, I just saw something on your chili cook-off brochure, which is
when you let me go, you throw me out.
March 30th, 11 a.m. to 4 at the Cub.
Yeah.
Everybody knows where the Cub is.
Yeah.
If you have questions, contact. This is not this man's real name, is it?
No, it's his road name. But the Wood part is his last name.
For questions, contact Pecker Wood.
Yep.
At 469-7455.
Getting a little racial here in the morning, are we?
And
I'm just going to call Pecker Wood just for the hell of it, okay?